Hello and welcome back to Wario Winter, the advent calendar where I'm walking through every single Wario game. Today, we're looking at one of the more elusive Wario titles, Game and Wario on the Wii U. Let's get started. So as I'm sure you may have guessed or assumed, money is something I don't have in abundance. I tried so hard to find a reasonably priced copy of this game, but could not for the life of me bring myself to spend the kind of money that the American version of this game costs. I got to the point where I was even looking into how much a Japanese Wii U would be, since the Japanese version of this game is super cheap. It's only the NTSC that can run into the hundreds. I know the Wii U didn't sell all that well, but I wonder why this game specifically is so rare when not a whole ton of Wii U games are that expensive. I even tried to look for other means to play it, and the one and only Wii U player I could find stated it was not compatible with Game and Wario. So here I am on another episode of Wario Winter where I look into the game from an outside perspective, while unfortunately not being able to play it. If only I had the idea for this advent calendar before the eShop closed down. The most interesting thing about this game to me is that despite being part of the WarioWare franchise, it's the only game in this series not to use the name in its title or branding. The title itself, rather obviously, is a play on Nintendo's old LCD line called Game & Watch. Starting life as a set of mini-games made to be pre-installed in the Wii U at launch, the developers were having a hard time keeping the game serious, and as more and more ideas bloomed, it was instead decided that it had taken on the shape very similar to WarioWare, so they shifted it to fit the series' usual conventions. When it comes to Nintendo's weird and wacky peripherals, as I've mentioned quite a few times during this run, there's no better series to show off what it can do than the WarioWare series. Knowing that even Nintendo had no idea what to do with the gamepad, it only made sense that there should be a new WarioWare to come in and show it off. Having not played it, I can't unfortunately say if it did it well or not, but the game got fairly good reviews as of the time of release, so I'd like to think it did. At the very least, it was influential enough to the Wii U to gain its own stage in Super Smash Bros., and honestly, that alone is pretty special. The biggest criticism of this game is its minigames. More specifically, the amount of them. Just like Snapped before it, this game only comes with 16 microgames, with a few of those being reserved for multiplayer only. This is an incredibly low amount of games for this franchise, especially compared to games like the one we'll be looking at tomorrow. I could imagine this game would get rolled really, really fast. It's a shame I couldn't afford to get a copy of this game at the moment. Maybe someday in the future when I'm either making more or the prices drop, because I'm a huge Wii U defender and I would love to someday own all of the first-party Nintendo titles on it. But that's for someday. For now, what did you think of Game & Wario? Did you get a chance to play it? Let me know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe while you're down there. Thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.